Yeah, especially in the East County, Steve, and it's only going to get warmer over the next couple days. Tuesday looking to be the peak of this most current heat wave. We're looking towards the west from Otay Mountain here, and I've been told that up in the La Jolla area, pretty deep marine layer is just working its way onshore. So we're going to try to get that for you for the end of the show. But as you look from Otay Mountain, it looks pretty nice out there. As far as what we're expecting, we've got this excessive heat warning that is already into play. The heat advisory starts tomorrow morning, and it's extending from the coast all the way into the foothills here in Southern California. Today's highs, we are in the mid-90s in places like Valley Center and Ramona, where it was 95 and 94. A little bit towards the west, that sea breeze keeping things nice in the Miramar area, 84. So that was good news for all the folks that went out to the air show. Although 91 in Escondido today, 88 in La Mesa, 92 in El Cajon. The coastal strip, mid to upper 70s. This Encinitas reading, that temperature is not the coastal area. It's a little bit inland, so that's why it's always a little bit warmer. And as we look at the mountains, you were mid 80s, 83 at Palomar Mountain, although Mount Laguna was 78, and out in the deserts, 105 in Borrego. Taking a look at our current conditions, we've cooled to 78 degrees right now. Northwest are the winds, so a nice sea breeze keeping things cool, at least at the coastline. And humidities are fantastic, 64%. You can't complain about that. All right, this is Ian, and watch what happens over the next, say, 12 to 24 hours. It's going to move across the Caribbean here as a tropical storm and then quickly generate into a hurricane as it clips the western half of Cuba. It'll be a Category 2 as it does that. But once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, much warmer water goes to a Category 4, 3, and then as it comes ashore, it looks like it will be a Category 2 at least. But here's the dangerous part of this is the track that it's taking is consistent and moving in the same direction, so the storm surge will be tremendous. And the northeastern quadrant, meaning the top right-hand side of the hurricane, is where all the energy will slam into the west coast of Florida. So they're talking about widespread flooding, heavy rain, and strong winds. All right, we told you it was cool up in the Chicago area, an area of low pressure moving into the Great Lakes region and affecting the northeast. Out west, it is very warm. Salt Lake City at 80 degrees right now. Here's that area of low pressure as you see it dig in over the northeastern part of the country, clipping the Great Lakes. And as we take you towards the west, high pressure is the dominant feature and will continue to be that way over the next 2 to 3 days. We'll finally start to see some cooling as we get to, say, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But Monday and Tuesday, definitely the warmest days of the work week along the coastline. The inland microclimates, it'll take until Thursday where you start to see things cool down. And by Friday, you'll be back into the 80s. Mountains, you'll take till Friday as well to get back down into the 80s. And in the deserts, well, it is fall, so still low 100s, but that's not so bad because 98 is right around the corner. Steve?